Hello, everybody. Hello. I do see
Hello.
that there's already some people here. There's some hellos in the comments. Hello, Yahoo. It's so beautiful to see you all again. Oh, we have greetings from Vancouver, left side of Canada. Ooh, nice. I think of it and I think of the cold weather, and I envy you. I
I
envy
dreamt
you.
of Canada a few nights ago that I was
Really?
visiting Canada. Yeah.
Wow.
And I
And what were you doing in Canada?
walking around and stuff.
Nice. You know that we like to start with a bit of chit-chatting while we wait for people to
Yeah.
arrive here after the social notifications and stuff. Also, hi from near Portland, Oregon. Nice. There's a lot of people from all over the place, and which is always very beautiful. Oh, New York in the USA here. Nice. Actually, we have shared the story that pumpkin spice was born from an idea that the author Samuel Marolla, our boss, had while walking through the streets of New York. Oh, we have Missouri, USA. Nice. There is a bit of our US friends online with us. Oh no, it's hot in Vancouver as well. I am sorry, my friends. Oh, that's the Netherlands here, Europe. Nice.
Wow. I love the
Yeah,
Netherlands.
yeah, me too. There's a little bit of everywhere, hopefully. Nice. Southern California, stoked to run this game for my witchy friends. Nice. I like all these comments from witches all around the world. And we've missed you guys. I know we haven't seen each other in a live stream for sometimes, but we had a lot of things to take care of, mainly writing, right, Georgia?
Yeah, a lot of writing.
Yeah, we will talk a little bit about that in the in the upcoming minutes. Oh, we have greetings from Belgium, dalla Bassa Bergamasca. This is a fellow
Ciao.
Italian. And Isalia also excited to run the game for their friends. Very nice. We know that you've been excited about the idea of start receiving the materials, and hopefully I will have some good news about that at the end of our live stream. But today we are here to talk with Giorgia. Maybe let's do a bit of presentations if somebody didn't follow the campaign and doesn't know who we are. My name is Camilla. I manage the communications for Acheron Games, which is the publisher of Pumpkin Spice, which is a cozy magical RPG we are going to talk about today. Whereas Georgia is a fiction author, and I will let you speak for yourself, Georgia.
Yeah, hello everybody. I'm Giorgia and I'm a writer and I'm writing the magical adventures for Pumpkin Spice and I'm currently having a lot of fun doing it.
Yeah. So magical adventures, what are they? What do what do we mean when we talk about magical adventures? Basically, it's one of the two volumes that you could get with the Baker Kit campaign and also with the late pledge, which is open now if you're interested and you didn't participate in the campaign. And the first book, obviously, is the core book, pretty self-explanatory. There's the rules and there's all the gist that you need to play Pumpkin Spice. And then there's Magical Adventures. Georgia, why don't you explain to us what this Magical Adventures volume will be?
So the Magical Adventures volume will have a lot of short stories which will help you during your sessions to create events or help you out with the game itself. Some creative stuff that you can take and grab. And I worked to mostly all the short stories right now, but we'll
So
talk
this
about
is
it
the
later.
first spoiler we can give.
Yep.
Basically, the 90% of the Magical Adventures book is done on the writing side, obviously.
Yeah,
Then we
as I
need all
said,
the
I
practical
wrote a
side.
lot, so yeah.
And what I would really like to talk a little bit about. after this presentation, we'll definitely maybe talk about some of your favorite stories or some of the concepts that you developed. But what I wanted to explain is how these these magical adventures, these short stories, basically, can be used to inform the narratives of of the game of the which is playing. How do you envision these stories being used by players to develop their own, cafes and covens and their stories?
Yeah, I thought of these short stories as hints, narrative hints that
Mm-hmm.
you can read and use however you like to improve the scenes, the gaming mechanics. Uh, they're just like some hints, as I just said. So you can read it, enjoy the story because there's a linear story going through all the short stories, and like take something from the characters, their adventures and what is going on, and take it and place it in your own adventure. So it's like a suggestion.
Nice. And as you said, and I can say this because I'm not the author, they are also very enjoyable short stories to read
I hope so.
on their own. Exactly. So the idea is both something that you can enjoy as an actual illustrated book that you read, or a collection of ideas that you can peruse and steal from. Like every good RPG players knows. The best campaigns and stories are the ones that take suggestions and hints and ideas from all the world and the art and the books and movies and songs that we hear and that surround us. So basically, the idea is that you can use these narratives to inform a little bit of your campaign or to take inspiration if you need it while developing your coven and your cafe. So if you have guys, if you have any questions about this book, feel free to leave a comment in the comment section, and we are here to answer them. In the meantime, I am curious to know which one is your favorite story, and if maybe was one of the stories that was unlocked as the stretch goals, because we unlocked many new stories as stretch goals.
Yeah. My favorite story. I actually can choose one because I enjoyed writing mostly a few of them. I'm checking all the short stories right now, so just a minute. Oh, yeah. There's this one in which the witches face I don't want to spoiler or anything. An night encounter, okay, with I don't know how to say it. The WWA, let's say it, okay. But I guess that was in one of the copies of the stretch goals of the new stories. So it was really fun. It was really fun to write because I wanted to create like a framework of for all these stories, and I will talk about it later as we discuss these magical adventures. And mostly, I wanted to have a light tone with these stories because they're cozy and so on. And so I wanted, yes, the heavy event of the WWA coming, but also making it like a joke, okay? That's all I can say right now without spoiling the entire short story.
I want to read it all together. I haven't read the whole book altogether, so I am very curious about this story that you're talking about because I haven't seen it yet. So I am very the WWA, I think, will be a very useful sort of entity to use in
Yep.
campaigns. I see some new witches coming that have, from all over the world that have pledged. And no, it is not a 10-minute stream again. I still have a little bit of post-traumatic stress from that from that infinite live stream. No, that's not true. I enjoyed every second of it. It was amazing. But yeah, it's not a 10-minute live stream. Actually, I think that the live stream today will be on the shorter side, and we will maybe do some longer ones when you actually have the books in your hands, so that we can maybe comment them and see the, browse through them together, stuff like that. Then, some other people coming, I suppose, from the Discord server, because we have a Discord server, and we just published the link to this live stream. Giorgia, if you give me a second, I will actually post the link to the Discord server in the comments, so that people that are interested may join through the link.
Yeah, of course. In the meanwhile, maybe I can tell something more about the idea behind the Magical Adventures.
Absolutely.
We have to go back in time to a few months ago, when we had like this big meeting with the whole Pumpkin Spice team, because the campaign has just ended, and I was like, guys, please, a meeting time. I need to talk. Because we also had to decide what we wanted to take the Magical Adventures to. And so out of that meeting came this idea to follow the story of a real coven, like a storyline that evolves over the seasons and along like the wheel of the year. So the plan was to build everything through a series of these short stories, so that the players can have narrative hooks, but also real stories to enjoy. And so, like, with a clear and linear plot behind it. And when I started thinking about this coven, I had to imagine some characters, give them personalities, nuances, etc. And it was really difficult. But a friend of mine, we were having a brainstorming session with some writing friends of mine, and came up with this idea. And she said, why don't you start from the pre-generated characters sheets? And I was like, whoa, that's brilliant. Big brain. So I wanted to create some witches that were simple, but also super easy to remember. Like they were, okay. Because we have some short stories, but they're not enough to create a whole book. So you have to pick with attention their personality traits and show them through the
you wanted them
stories
to be memorable, basically, from the start, from the first story.
Exactly.
You wanted them to have a couple of very distinctive characteristics, so that they that the readers can get can straighten up the characters and have them very clear in their head.
That's exactly the idea behind it. So nice. I had some basic traits from the pre-generated sheets, like a starting point. So I also played around them with the stories, and I gave them more personalities, of course. Since this isn't, as I said, a proper novel, it would have been a bit of a pain to create a full developed character. And so that was the easiest way to create familiarity with the character and make them stick in the people's mind.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. We have a couple of questions, Georgia, before
Yeah.
we keep going, talking about the Magical Adventures book. Any idea on English playtest timeline, if any? Just curious. Hi, Valna. Not actual timeline, but we will definitely talk about this more during our next live stream, which will be with game designer Ian Hathaway, and it will be at the start of August, after GenCon, and after Ian comes back from some well-deserved personal time off. And we will talk a lot about the game mechanics, the development of the game and the core book, and we will definitely start having a more realistic timeline for the playtests, which we cannot wait to do. We also have to understand how to choose potential players for the playtest. It will definitely have to be on Discord, so it will have to be someone that's in our Discord server, and we'll probably try and do it as randomly as possible to give everyone a fair chance of trying the game with our GMs. So I would say check, keep your eyes on our updates, because we will definitely talk about it more during the live stream, and then on the updates on BakerKit as well. This is a very interesting question, Georgia. I don't know if you can help us answer this, or if maybe we can keep this for Ian for next live stream. Are there any plans or consequences for witches leaving the coven, like uncontrolled magical effects?
That's a great question, and all I can say is that we're working on it.
Nice.
I had a sneak peek of what Ian is working right now. We had big stuff going on, and I still have to go through all the reading, all the things he's working on, but he's doing a great job as well.
Nice. So I'm sorry, Tsukuyo, I think that you may try and ask this question to Ian himself and see what he will answer during our next live stream. But it's nice that you've been thinking about this kind of possibilities as well. So, you don't want to say what your favorite story was. I understand, because they are likely your children, so you cannot say which one is your favorite children. But was there some, you already had a basic idea of the stretch goals, at least the first ones that we had in our mind and we hope to unlock. So, was there any stretch goal that you were really like, oh yeah, I'm so happy they unlocked this, because this way I can write this story and I already have an idea?
Yeah, of course, the seasonal stuff, because I'm just a girl and I love seasons, I love summer, and I love also autumn. And the autumn short story was really cute to write.
Nice. Okay, so keep your eyes open for the seasonal short stories in Magical Adventures. It will be nice to see which ones resonate the most with with our witches, and which ones maybe will help develop, will be most helpful to develop the campaigns. Is there anything that in particular that you had to keep in mind while writing a short story is a thing. Writing it with the thought that it might be of inspiration for a campaign or for an adventure is another one. Is there anything that like you had to keep in mind, or some game details that you added because you thought, oh yeah, this story maybe is needs some actual hook to the game to be more pumpkin spicy, let's say?
I must say that this was like the most complicated part of getting this story started, because I had to balance these two parts, the narrative one and the game mechanics. So these short stories are not like a set of instructions for the reader
Yeah, sure.
on how to set up a scene, the table, how to play it, or whatever.
Sure. The
So
core book, that's what the core book's
yeah,
for.
of course.
So there's.
So what I had to do was to wrap this narrative framing around the elements which, while playing, involves dice rolls or even metagame decisions. So it was very tricky. So the first part of this work was like talking with Ian and like pointing out all the most important things to show to the player, like the most important game mechanics that Ian will talk in the future live session. And so at first, since I had no structure to these short stories, I was like staring at this blank page and I was like, what am I gonna do with these witches? But when Ian provided me all the material of the mechanical parts and stuff, it was way easier because I had just to pick a few of them, the most interesting ones to show in a story, in a proper story, and I think what these witches will do in these circumstances, and I work better with limits. So when I had all these things clear in my mind, it was quite simple to write it down.
Nice. We have a question about the stories in the comments. Is any of the stories out of the cafe, and does it affect the magical gameplay?
Yes, and yes.
Haha.
I will not go in further details.
Oh no, Giorgia, you leave us hanging. No, but you do well leaving us hanging because it's only right that the witches get to experience the magical adventures firsthand the moment they will have the PDFs in their hands. Which unfortunately we cannot give like a precise timeline for that because as Georgia said, she's almost done writing them, and we will start putting them into the layout when they are fully ready to to be worked with. But we are at a very good point. Also, Tsukuyo is also very happy that we got the full seasons. We are as well. Yeah, it would have been, it would have felt wrong to have just 3 out of 4, 2 out of 4. It's not good. Are there any wizards that are male witches? There are witches of any gender in the world. So, but we call all of them witches. So it's witches from all the points of the spectrum of gender, basically.
And regarding the
Georgia.
seasons,
Yeah.
the best part was like, as I said previously, to create all these stories in a chronological way, so that I
Okay.
started with the late winter, let's say, and all the short stories touch like a moment in time which you can see, the air feel like more hot today, the wind with some like flower smell in it, and all this stuff. And I also tried to like use this passage of time on the witches. So like one of them, this one is a cute one, I can say it. She like cut her hair and dye her hair like when the season is going on. She's like, nah, these colors, yeah.
I want to change it for the season.
Yep.
Nice. So we will see some changes throughout this year in the life of this coven of witches. This is cool. This is very cool, to see an actual coven growing. It could be of inspiration, the book, as a whole for the guides, so that they can have maybe a feeling of what the growth of a coven will actually be.
You can
Nice.
also see their relationship growing stronger, and I hope that you can also see in your own coven when you will play Pumpkin Spice.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, we have a very interesting question. This may be too early in the process to answer, but since this World of Witches is so fun and ripe for expanding upon story world building wise, is there any chance the game may support a community marketplace structure for GM player created material? It is unfortunately, Spielberg fan, a bit too early for for a straight yes or no answer. It's definitely something that we are thinking and will be thinking about. For now, I honestly think that it will be important to see the reception of the game the moment it actually comes out in retail, and see what kind of materials the players both desire and ask for, and start developing, and then we'll see. But it's something we are talking about. Although at this point in time, as you wrote, we are mostly focusing our energies on writing the actual book, which is obviously the main part of everything of every game. But we are flattered that there's people already thinking about this. I mean, it's very cool. Gotcha. Figured it was worth asking. Thank you for the in-depth answer. Thank you for asking. As I said, we really are flattered by the attention that the game and its system and its world building is getting. How is the work on the book going? As we said, Magical Adventures in writing in Italian. Of course, you have to think that when we say that the writing is done, we're talking about the Italian version. We are an Italian company. Giorgia is an Italian author, and obviously she's writing in her mother tongue, which is Italian. This will have to be translated then, which will take some time, but not, I mean, not too much time, but it will take the time that's needed. As well as for the core book, Ian is actually he is completely bilingual, but he usually writes in Italian and then translates it in English. So it still takes a little bit of time. Ian as well is a very good point of writing for what concerns the actual core book, but we will tell you more about the actual percentage of like he's done 70, 80, 90% during the live stream that we will do with him at the start of August. What I can say to you is that we are going very well content wise. We are absolutely on schedule. So everything is on the right track. Oh, we have my DM for an Obojima game is planning on having a side story using pumpkin spice in a little cozy cafe. Obojima is a Ghibli-inspired third-party 5e book. If you're not familiar, we both love your work. Thank you.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much. This seems like a very cool idea. Pumpkin
Yep.
spice could very well be used as like a cozy side quest in the middle of a much more rough adventure that you are playing with your big bad evil guys. No, I
You
mean
can stop
maybe not
by a cafe and sip your drink and stay chill for a bit.
exactly. Exactly. No more killing goblins. So we are just eating, yeah, getting high tea with the girls for this afternoon. um, I have there is comments about the fact that this is a very good idea. The DM of King of Lie had a very good idea. The art in the book is so pretty. Oh, absolutely. We love Sim's art. He is doing such a nice job. I think that the final result, the art by Sims plus the work of our incredible design team will get you a very beautiful book to look at. So it will be fun and beautiful.
Yeah, and also Sim's art was very important for me while writing because I used all the arts as an inspiration for my short stories. So yeah, thanks, Sims.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I cannot wait to see how his art and then your words will come together on the page. It will be awesome. Um, Giorgia, I want you to talk a little bit. I want to hear a little bit about the process and how it was for you to take part into this project because it was your first RPG project. Even if you are writing more of the fiction stuff, let's say, because of the magical adventures, and then obviously in the core book you will have. Some bits and pieces that you are writing to give lore and depth to the project. So we touched on this a little bit during the campaign, but now that you are actually concretely working on the text, I would love to, hear your thoughts about the work in the RPG world and how it's different from fiction writing.
Well, writing is a very lonely process. You stare at this blank page. You are always thinking what to write down, what to not write down, creating your own world by yourself. But right now I'm working with a team. So yeah, I had a moment in which I had to sit down and get the things done, which was terrible indeed. But no, just kidding. But the fact that when I had a doubt or a question, I could summon all the team and talk about them, talk with them about all the things that were going through my mind. That was really important for me because I'm myself a lone wolf and I like to be alone. But in this thing, I really appreciated being a part of a big team. Not so big, but really cozy team. And it was right now, since the beginning of all this work, we started nearly a year ago, I think. Yeah.
Well, I mean, the
It has
first
been.
process of jotting down ideas and
Yeah.
starting to think about the game, yeah, absolutely.
And so it was strange at first because I had no idea what I had to do with my writing. And so the fact that I was constantly guided by Ian or you or all the other member of the team was crucial for me. And I felt part of a big family in this RPG world. So yeah, right now I can say that I really appreciated all the process.
Nice. I like it. It's very cool to hear this, Georgia, and I'm so happy that you felt like this coziness and
A
not
warm
only because
mug.
of exactly, not only because of the themes of the project, but because of the team behind
Yeah.
the project. So yeah, it's amazing to think it's been basically it's been 6 months from the campaign, but a year from when we first started talking, seriously talking about pumpkin spice.
I think it was like maybe June. Yeah.
Yeah,
June.
May, June. Yeah. I do remember the first chat between Yumi and Samuel, and it was nice. Um, we have a couple of questions. This is a comment about you talking the work of a writer as a lone wolf
Yeah.
instead of a team. Not to mention new ideas come and you end up branching, splitting up the story because the possibilities are endless. Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Definitely. And then the fun fact about working in a team is that someone at a certain point will say, no, okay, it's done, you go this way, it's done, we need to
And
go.
that's great.
Exactly. This is a very cool question. Are there some fiction available in English written translated by Georgia? Not at the moment, but if any English publisher is interested in a Greek Roman inspired sapphic fantasy with a lovers to enemies trope, please feel free. Oh, Georgia, bring the book.
Yeah, of course. If that's the
Ta-da!
case, I'm the writer you're looking for.
Exactly. And Acheron, as Acheron Books, published the Italian version of the book.
Which is Il
But
tredicesimo nome in Italian.
exactly. So if there's any publisher interested, absolutely, we are here to talk about that as well. Oh, good time zone, everyone. Always excited to see you go live. Thank you. Could say magical. Haha, yeah, yeah.
That's magical indeed.
Oh yeah. Yeah, this hour seems to be working pretty well for most of the time zones. So I think we'll stick to that. Hope publishers for you. Yeah, that would be
Thank you.
really cool. Yeah, absolutely. In the comments, there's people taking inspiration from the other comments about, using pumpkin spice as kind of a cozy one shots between campaigns, which is really cool.
Of course.
Will there be a 10-minute story being included? I don't know, Georgia. If there's not a 10-minute mention in the stories, I think we have to add it. I
Yeah,
think we have to.
yeah, let's write it down. I definitely will add it. I'm writing it down. I'm serious.
Also, I think that Ian and Alex were definitely. I mean, they said during that famous 10-minute live stream that they were going to insert some kind of Easter egg about it in the core rule book, but I think that having it in a story as well will be definitely a must. Oh wow, that was a fun night. I mean, night for me, it was day for a lot of people. That was in the comments. It was very fun.
I remember you struggling in the middle of the night.
Nah, I was having fun. I was having fun. I only went offline because I felt like physically I couldn't keep my eyes open, but my brain is very much awake. Oh, could also work in this classic tavern campaign I'm running. Definitely, wherever there's a tavern, there's a cafe, there's pumpkin spice, basically. So you can,
Yep.
you can definitely use that for it. I think this theme came out also in one previous live stream where someone suggested something like this, and I'm glad to see that it's actually that people is actually doing this, because I think it's a very fun way to alternate between games. There are games that are better approached as longer campaigns, and then there are games like Pumpkin Spice that work well both as one shots and as campaigns. So it's very cool.
I think we also mentioned a game I suggested to Ian, which is Tavern Talk, in which
Yeah.
you are a barista in a classic tavern, brewing coffees and stuff, and potions mostly, not coffee.
I mean, coffee is a
Why
kind of
not?
potion if you look at it. There's people doing that, so writing that it was a good 10 minutes. It was a very good 10 minutes. I agree. When I do my own sessions, I'll be mentioning after a few hours. It's only been 10 minutes. Thank you. Thank you, Hilary. I am glad that my legacy for pumpkin spice is just 10 minutes. I am really glad about this.
I can't help but read it in my mind with the SpongeBob SquarePants voice. 10 minutes later.
That's true. 1,000 hours later. Oh my God.
A billion years later.
No, now I can never hear it in any other way, Georgia. It's your fault.
I'm glad I said it.
Yeah. It's also a good way to give a small taste while not ending your current game. Yeah, absolutely. So you can see if your party actually enjoys playing it and see if it's a good fit. Coffee and tea for others. Oh, I think we are talking about potions, like the potions and then coffee and tea for others. Yeah, I agree. It's a good idea. Guys, as I was saying, this this live stream will be on the shorter side. So I think that we'll be live for another 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes. We just want to, to get back into action, see how this live stream stuff works again, start answering a couple of questions, and updating you on the status of the work, and at what point Giorgia's work was. But the actual heavy duty live stream will be the one in which we start talking a little bit more in depth into the game, about the game system, and the actual status of the core book. Oh, I am so excited for this to come out. We are so excited for this to come out. We cannot wait for it to be in your hands. Honestly, it's like we are so excited at the idea of all of you getting to actually play Pumpkin Spice. Starts to read your future through the tea leaves and coffee grounds. Yeah, why not? That's always a good idea to use your magic in Pumpkin Spice. So let's wait to see if there are any other questions. And Giorgia, is there anything else that maybe you wanted to talk about and I didn't ask you about?
Yes, there's just one more thing that I can share with you, a little curiosity of the process of writing the magical adventures, because when you write, you usually write either in simple past or present mostly, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
In Italian, I wanted to make things a bit harder for myself, because
and for the translator, let's remember that someone will have to translate this.
Ian already read it and said that they're fine. So, and I really wanted the narration to feel a bit like a diary, without literally starting with the Dear Diary or breaking the fourth wall. So there's this slight temporal distance, but it still feels like the narrator, the witch who is talking, is talking directly to the reader, but not breaking the fourth wall, and telling them what she did on that specific occasion. So I think translated it will be a mix of past simple and present perfect. I think is that the
I think so. Yeah, I think that's the name of the tense.
Because in Italian is passato prossimo, but there's not a correspondent verb for verbal tense for this.
No, I think the tense that you said was the right translation, the right equivalent for the English language. It will be nice to see how it will be translated. Yeah, it will be fun.
Because at the beginning it was really hard to write like that, because I mostly write in past simple, and it sounded so weird. But as I stacked up more and more stories going on, all these short stories, it started to feel natural and a great fit for the magical adventures. And also I felt more and more in sync with the witch who's speaking. I can tell her name. Yeah.
Yes. Yes, you can.
Fern.
Oh, fern. Yeah, like the plant.
Yep. Nice. I used for all the 4 witches natural names like herbs, plants. It sounded cool.
It makes perfect sense.
So that's it. It was strange at first, but I think they're coming fine. Let's say.
I think we have time for a couple of the last questions that I see popping up in the comments. Any ideas of the numbers of adventures in the adventure book? So I think the number of tales you've written, Giorgia, or you'll be finished written.
Right now, I've written 26 short stories, but I will add a few more, like from 2 to 4 stories.
Okay, so like let's say roughly 30 stories, which is roughly 30 adventures in the adventure book. uh, I'm excited for your excitement. It must be so nice to make something that makes you happy. Yeah, we are very, very lucky and privileged in this that we can work on things that really make us, excited and I don't want to say emotional, but I mean, it makes us feel things. So
I
it's
am
very nice.
emotional. I'm definitely emotional.
And then I use the right term.
Yeah,
I foresee that this book is gonna be amazing. We definitely hope so.
we
We
hope
are
so.
working hard to make this happen. For someone who only played the D&D, Call of Cthulhu, Ten Candles, Anima, and others, so you played a lot of RPGs, Sir David. How can you explain Pumpkin Spice? How can be a session or a campaign? Which is the objective? The objective is to reach the best version of yourself, of your witch, as you can. How explain Pumpkin Spice in one sentence? It's a cozy magical RPG. It's masterless, and you play as a coven to protect the fount of magic by rolling usually a couple of d6s and nothing more. It's very narrative. It's very simple. Probably the best way you can get an idea of this is by going on our Baker Kit campaign page and downloading the quick start. If you go to the quick start section, you just click on the image of that and it will bring you to a Dropbox folder where you can download everything you need to play, and that will probably the best way to understand what kind of game it is. So yeah, but basically the objective is to reach your best self and to protect the fount of magic which you work upon, that you protect by building up your cafe and your coven. So I think that's the shortest way I can explain it.
You explained it really well. So yeah.
Oh, well, I have studied a little bit of pumpkin spice in my free time,
Just a little bit.
just a little bit. But yeah, I mean, it's nice also to close this first live chat in a while with kind of a little bit of a summary of what pumpkin spice actually is, because we usually start these live chats talking like everyone knows what pumpkin spice is, but obviously not everybody knows what pumpkin spice is. So it's
Yeah, of course.
thank you, Sir David, for asking it actually, because it is a nice point to conclude, by remembering the roots of the game and what kind of RPG we are trying to build here. So again, thank you so much for being here, for commenting and leaving your impressions and your ideas and your questions. We are always happy to answer them. And again, if you want to come and say hi in the Discord server as well, you will find quite a lot of witches there. And you can find the invite link in the comments. Thank you for the 10 minutes. You can also, in the Discord server, you can ask what these people mean by always laughing about these 10 minutes, because it's a very funny story. And I want to thank Giorgia as well for, being here with us and for writing her beautiful stories for Pumpkin Spice and giving her cozy kind of vibe to all the adventures. And for being an integral part of the Pumpkin Spice team. It was nice to start these live streams again with you to chat a little bit about the stories.
Thank you, Camilla, and thanks you all for being here.
Yeah. Well, I'll see you definitely sooner than 10 minutes, probably. No, enough goofing around. I'll see you very, very soon with Ian. We'll tell you when the next live stream will be through our Baker Kit updates. So, keep up with them, and with our social media as well. We will share it on Instagram and Facebook too. Thank you so much. Have a good night. Have a good day.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.